Hey guys, so just got back from seeing Sinister 2. I first want to thank everybody who's watched my Straight Outta Compton review. It's my most watched video of the year so far. It continues like gaining viewers and viewers and viewers like per day. It's amazing. Thank you to everybody. And I've had a few new subscribers. Everything else, I thank you all for subscribing to me. Thank you. I hope you enjoy these videos. I enjoyed making them, and I'm going to continue making them. Um, Anytime anybody who's a new viewer, if you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, anything like that. But thank you first off the bat. Now, full disclosure about Sinister, the movie Sinister. I liked the first one. I did. I really did. I saw the movie before I started doing the reviews here on YouTube, and I did a review like on Facebook, and I said I liked it a lot. It was a really creepy movie. It was a really a well done thriller. It was well acted, especially by Ethan Hawke. I love that guy as an actor. It had a creepy atmosphere, a creepy story, and had a pretty damn ballsy ending that was pretty disturbing. That ending was really disturbing. It was ballsy because you don't see endings like that much more, and I honestly don't expect we will. The ending, like I said, it was kind of refreshing, even though it was disturbing to see an ending like that, because we never see anything like that anymore. It's usually a happy ending, but going into the sequel, I of course immediately said, "There's no reason to make a sequel to Sinister. It's not a movie that needed to be a story that needed to be continued. No way did it need to be continued." And I saw the trailers and I'm like, eh. I was like, fuck it, I'll see it just because I'm interested. Maybe they'll add something new here, and maybe it'll actually be pretty decent. One of the rare occasions where a sequel is pretty good. Horror sequel is actually really good. The only movie in recent memory I can think of off the top of my head where the sequel is better than the original, horror movie wise, was Purge, Anarchy. That's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head right now. But I was like, oh, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. I like the first one. Maybe this movie will be good. The reviews started popping up earlier this week, or like a day yesterday, and they weren't very good, and they were getting worse reviews than Fantastic Four did, which was really worrisome. But I was like, this can't be that bad. It can't be worse than Fantastic Four. Well, it's not. I'll say that right off the top of that. I think Fantastic Four is a worse movie than this, but this isn't very good either. This movie was pretty awful. Uh, it was entertaining in some ways, entertainingly awful in some ways. I'll get that in a second, but it was overall a really big step down from the first one. Holy cow. This movie was really, it was just like, that was, and I was the only one when leaving the theater saying that movie was awful. I will say, I will say what I thought was good about the movie. And there's only actually one thing I actually liked about this movie. And it was one of the things I liked about the first one. And that is the home videos. Those are some pretty... The home videos in this one, there's only two that stuck out. And the fishing trip one, which was pretty interesting, although it had a kind of horrible CGI in it with CGI alligators. And the other one that was pretty good was the Sunday service one, which was like it went like what ended up happening in that video was completely unexpected. That was really fun. That was interesting. I won't spoil it for you. Let's just say it involves rats, and burrowing into the stomachs of people, and it's pretty freaking disturbing. That was pretty interesting. Other than that, there was nothing good about this movie. It was not good at all. Everything that worked about the original, they pretty much forgot about in this movie. It has no freaking characters whatsoever. The acting is horrid, especially the mom and the two kids and Deputy So and So are really, really horrible in this movie. God, Jesus, some of the acting in this movie was laughable, especially from the mom. The mom had me laughing a lot of times, like her acting was horrendous. And the two kids, especially the older brother, was really bad. Like, he could not act worth, like, and show no emotion. Nobody could show any real emotion in this movie. Unlike the first one where they were pretty likable. You spent a lot of time with these characters before stuff started happening, and to the point that you started caring about these characters. It also helped that Ethan Hawke was a really good actor. Deputy So and So is a character that should have been stayed a side character, not the main character of a movie. I almost forgot about his character, honestly, until like somebody mentioned that he was in the first one. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. I recognize him now. He's basically the guy that helped. He's the guy who helped, the deputy that helped Ethan Hawke in the first one is the main character in this one. And he feels guilty about what happened to Ethan Hawke and his family, and this is the aftermath of what happened. He feels so guilty he burns down their house and makes himself a suspect. Idiot. I'm not making that up. And then he's trying to find all the other houses that this Bagul is linked to, and try to burn them down so nobody else lives in these houses. Which I guess that would honestly be what I would do too. He meets this woman who and her two kids are basically squatters in this farmhouse that was where a family were murdered by Bagul and their child and stuff like that. If you know what I'm talking about, the original. And like there's like a forced romance between Deputy So and So and this mom that they have no chemistry whatsoever, and they share like literally 2 scenes together, and they're in love with each other. It's and like there's just subplots that just come out of fucking nowhere. That the kids were abused by their dad and stuff like that. There are a lot of questions you'll find yourself having throughout this movie, like especially towards the end, which I'll get into. But yeah, this movie just wasn't very good. I don't know what else to say. It's just not very good. It had zero chemistry. It wasn't scary. It relied so much on jump scares. It was ridiculous. Like the first one was more of a creepy factor about it. Had more of a creepy. It didn't rely heavily as much as this one relies on jump scares. Yes, this movie first one had jump scares. It did, but not as heavily as I felt like this one did. Maybe I don't know. I like maybe I'm thinking really highly on the first one. That makes me kind of question. I honestly I guarantee you, I still would love the first one more than this. The ending to this movie is really retarded. It is really, really dumb. It's if Children of the Corn were shot on found footage. If Malachi was holding an 8mm camera and ghost children were helping him throw chairs and furniture at this family. I'm not making that shit up. Like, there's points where there's just like furniture flying around. All these ghost children are throwing them. And it looks so dumb. It looks so dumb. And then, like, I'm trying to think of And then you also have to start their question. It's oh, I forgot. I can't forget the one part that was really stupid. There's a jealousy between the two brothers in this movie because both of them see these ghosts, and the older brother's jealous of the younger brother because they're paying attention to the younger brother, not him, and they've chosen him. And it's freaking stupid. I was actually spoiled about that by a friend who said they heard in a review that this happens, and yeah, it's as stupid as it sounds. Like I said, it results in some really horrid acting by the older brother. But it towards the end, you kind of start questioning things like, how did the younger brother get tricked to be drugged when he knew what was going on? Like he didn't try to stop it. I was like, how did it's very hard to go into explanation without spoiling it. It makes there's a lot of questions you start asking towards the end of this movie. And then of course, because the first one had one of my main problems with the first one was that stupid jump scare that we had at the end of the movie. That was so unnecessary. You could have left it perfectly, ended it right there, but it had to add some stupid jump scare of Bagul jumping out at the camera. It has the same kind of jumps. I'm serious. The same exact jump scare happens at the end of this movie, with Bagul jumping out, and it's just like, that was lame. That was really fucking lame, and it made no sense. Like you're like, okay, this movie just kind of abruptly ended, with no explanation. God, yeah, this movie was really, really bad. It was really bad. I didn't walk away pissed off. This movie was laughable. I was laughing at it, like how bad the acting in this was, and some of the dialogue. This movie was just really bad. Don't go see it. Go see Straight Outta Compton. Go see anything else. Man, this year in horror has been pretty bad. I actually deleted what the trailers were. I got 4 new ones. I pretty much remember them off the top of my head. I got the new trailer for The Green Inferno. It's actually a trailer I've seen online a few times before. Again, it's Eli Roth basically remaking Cannibal Holocaust, and if you know who Eli Roth is and you know what Cannibal Holocaust is, you know why I'm kind of like this. No, just sitting there no, this just is gonna be really bad. But I'm gonna probably see it just like I'm gonna be seeing probably The Visit when it comes out. The Visit, which, by the way, I got a trailer for The Visit. Same trailer I've gotten a million times before. I've been meaning to ask this. Is The Visit a found footage movie? I swear to God, it's a found footage movie. And a half found footage movie and an actual movie, which is really stupid. Or apparently there are multiple cameras in this house. Yeah, there are points where characters pick up cameras in the films. They're like, this is a found footage movie. M. Night Shyamalan made a found footage movie. That sounds really bad. This movie looks really bad. That movie does. I'm kind of intrigued. It's M. Night Shyamalan, and he's like the punching bag for everybody. The filmmaker's punching bag. And it looks bad. I also got the trailer for Victor Frankenstein. It's an action adventure with Victor Frankenstein and Igor chasing Frankenstein's monster, basically. What the fuck? Yeah, it's basically what it looks like. And it's James McAvoy playing Victor and Daniel Radcliffe playing Igor. That's weird. It looks very weird. It doesn't look as bad as I Frankenstein did, but it still looks kind of bad. I also got the new trailer for the second week in a row. I got a trailer for The Perfect Guy. This is a new trailer. It's a full length trailer. It looks like I said, it looks like basically what 50 Shades of Grey should have been if there were real characters in that movie. And and also it's one of those movies again, like with The Boy Next Door, where I'm sitting there going, where are the cops in this movie? Where are the cops? Where are the cops? Where are the cops? This movie could have been easily solved in probably 20 minutes with just the cops showing up. But I'll give this movie credit. They do in the trailer have a cop saying there's nothing they can do, which I kind of call bullshit. And then the last trailer I got was the Hateful Eight trailer. Now, exactly a year ago, I got a teaser trailer for this film. Now I get the full-length trailer. And if you know me, I love Quentin Tarantino. So I'm there opening day if I can be. Because I think I might be in North Carolina, but I'm going to find a way to be there. And I know it's going to be in limited release on Christmas for 70mm film projection. And if I can find the nearest theater, I'm going to go see it opening day. I swear to God, I'll find a way to. I'm like, it's Tarantino, man. Like, when Django came out on Christmas, and literally right after I did all my stuff for Christmas with my family and stuff like that, I just went and saw Django like 10:40 at night. And, like, I didn't get home till like 3 a.m. I mean, it was that ridiculous. And I'm looking forward to this. This movie looks great. You got Sam Jackson, Kurt Russell, which again, Kurt Russell being a lead role is awesome. And I love Kurt Russell. Jennifer Jason Leigh, Michael Madsen, Bruce Dern, Tim Roth, and they're like all these guys in a cabin that like have all secret agendas apparently or something. Like, I don't care. It fucking looks awesome. It really does. It looks really cool. It looks like another good Tarantino movie. Only problem, this movie claims to be the 8th film by Tarantino. I counted on my way home. This is actually number 9. But apparently they're not counting either Death Proof or they're only counting Kill Bill as one movie. I don't know what they're doing. So either one of those, I don't know what they're doing. So yeah, can't wait. I'm looking forward to Hateful Eight. If I'm not able to see it, I'm gonna forewarn you. If I'm not able to see it until beginning of next year, I'm not gonna go do a top 10 list until after I see it. So it might be later or not until 2016 where I do a top 10 list for this year. I'm not. It's my rule. It's Tarantino. I can't make a top 10 list without seeing a Tarantino movie. Anyways, I'm gonna get off here. Don't go see Sinister 2. Watch the trailer for Hateful Eight. Watch Straight Outta Compton. See anything else. I'll be back next week with, well, actually for the next 3 weeks there's really nothing out. So I'm just gonna be picking movies at random to go see that maybe I haven't seen yet, or like Ricky and the Flash is out still. What's the other one? Oh, Man from U.N.C.L.E. That'll probably be what I'll see next week. Man from U.N.C.L.E. I've been wanting to go check that out. But I'll be back next week with something, and I'll talk to you guys later.